Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Sports, and a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A little chop Iracing action as the VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series gets rolling at Las Vegas. They're going to roll the dice for 150 laps, and these things are ready to go. A huge stream. Yo, what's going on, Cole? What's going on, Britt? Good to see you out there as well. Thank you to everybody tuning in for the first of two streams today. Chop Shop ready to rock and roll. I went in and wished all the drivers some good luck, and well, you know what we do. I'm happy to be back after last week's affairs. I'm ready to go. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is going to give us 150 lap stage. It's going to be at 40, 80, and 150. 100% fuel for the drivers. 5 sets of tires in the race now. That's going to be 5 sets of tires. It's the set they start with and 4 after that in the pits. So that's something you're going to be looking at here for these drivers. Track temperature is spicy. 124 degrees Fahrenheit for the mile-and-a-half track, and 91 degrees on the air temperature. The humidity is huge. The wind is huge. Wind going from the front to the back of the racetrack. So these drivers are going to have their hands full today. Of course, it's the Xfinity car, one of the best racing cars out there. ChopShopIRacing.com, giving you race info as they get ready to finish up qualifying here. See, tonight, I'm looking forward to it. Some dirt racing tonight, folks. It's going to be a ton of fun to watch. The Dirt Assassin Series going to kick off a little bit later. Going to have 2 wonderful streams. I'm looking forward to the sprints, and they're going to have a phenomenal day. Lots of things. All right, drivers are going to finish up qualifying about 5 seconds away. We're going to find out the starting grid. We'll go over the points as well to see what these drivers are looking at. And man, oh man, what a good day to be streaming out here. I have picked up some new software to be able to make TikToks, by the way, while we're streaming, so that's kind of cool. Pretty happy about that. So we're going to try that out today. If we get a good incident or something to do that, we're gonna work on that. No surprise today, Andrew Payne, your pole sitter for the mile-and-a-half track, is going to have Stryker right behind him, separated by 3, almost 4 100ths of a second. Nick Casey right there in tow. Kurt Shields is going to be outside row number 2 as well. Mark Odell, Cam Dario going to make up row number 3. Maj is going to have the 53 with Rayburn to his outside. Jerry Culver, of course, we know if you were watching last night, a lot of drama unfolded in the Chop Shop Cup Series. Go back, watch the end of that race, or watch the whole thing throughout. It's a great race. But go watch the end and see what happened there. It was very interesting to see how rules kind of do affect your race here, especially, leagues have their own set of rules. You got to abide by them, and it's something like that can happen. Mark Redkin's going to start outside of Jerry Culver there in row number 5. Row 6 is going to be Ed Perry, and Matthew Modzaleski is going to be out there at the 91 in that 12 spot. Moving on down the starting grid, John Hammond and Anthony Ferrante in the 59 in row number 7. Row 8 is going to be Chris Parker and Robert Church. Row 9, Brad Dove back in the mix. Good to see the 25 back out there running. Going to have Isaac Balsamo to his outside, Nathan Biggert and Mark Creighton in that row number 10. Davin Tsuna is going to have Joseph Thompson to his outside, row 11. Joe Nelson, Brandon Bledsoe in row 12. So row 11 is D'Souza and Thompson. Row 12 is Nelson and Bledsoe. Let me correct myself there and make sure I said that correctly. On Grijalva, Caden Norfree is going to be out there as well. 24 and the 47, Gideon Wells at the start of this race from last week's incidents. No cautions to be thrown for the stages. Only cautions get thrown for the truck series. No fast repairs. Stages, of course, will be completed on that iRacing restart zone. Is not turned on. Start of the race will be on the green. Restarts will be on the leader and can go anytime inside the restart zone. And you cannot pass before the start-finish line at all, period, end of story. Or you can't change lanes. You can pass, you just can't change lanes. So if you're on the bottom side, even as the race leader, you need to hold that lane before you move up the racetrack on the start-finish line. Those are things to keep in mind, folks, and we appreciate you. All right. Donnie giving us a like. George giving us a like. Brent giving us a like. Mark Creighton giving us a like. And Cole Younger giving us a like out there on Facebook. If you haven't done so, make sure you reach up, hit that like button on the old YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell. It helps every bit of this. For all intents and purposes, we would be the number 1 guys out there. Stryker leads in points right now in the playoffs. or if the playoffs were to begin today, Andrew Payne with 2 wins in the series, but definitely needs some more points based on missing a couple of races. So your pole sitter looking very, very much in check when it comes to this race line. Stryker, Magner, and Payne 1, 2, 3 already securing their ways into the playoffs right now. Jeremiah Burke 4th in points for the Xfinity Series. Caffrey 5th. Dario, Nelson, Redkin, Desuna, Biggert, Matthew Montzelewski. Montzelewski's going to have Brian Rayburn right beneath him. These drivers tied in points for that 11th spot. Culver right outside the cutoff line for the top 12. Dudley, last driver in the round if the round of 16 were to begin. Bob Garofalo, Chris Roberts get some extra dinero for winning. There's some payoffs. NordVPN giving us all our security, giving us the secure way of streaming out there. So thank you to NordVPN. You'll see links pop up. Make sure you go check out NordVPN. Use those links to sign up, and I tell you what, you won't regret it. I have not. It's been a godsend since what happened, beginning of last week. You never know whenever you are going to be a victim of a cyber attack, and that's kind of what happened to me. So, how about those cars? They look pretty darn snazzy, don't they? I think so. It's the best part of waking up on Saturday afternoon. We're ready to go. Dark Horizon Fishing give you all the cautions. Track Racer, VIP Tires and Service, and RRC and Paintworks out there giving you a whole lot of love. I tell you what, big love for VIP Tires and Service. 67 locations across the U.S., the northeast portion of the U.S., so go check them out. I want you to first and foremost find the West Lebanon store, though, because West Lebanon, New Hampshire, has the best location out there. Mark Creighton is going to be the person that helps service your cars, and he will give you all the straight talk you could ever ask for, because that's what they care about. They care about straight customer service and making sure that you are satisfied with all the performance, all of the things out there that help your car perform better, including your tires, your oil changes, your rotations, your making sure you have alignment services, transmission issues as far as like flushing your fluids, all things that you should be able to take care of. All right, drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Start, restart zone's coming up. And for 150 laps, these drivers are ready. Pace car dives in. Start, restart zone coming up in the Geico restart zone. And have at 'em. 3, 2, 1, full send. Andrew Payne with a run down into the front straightaway. Gets across. That's the move up the corner you need. Big drive line down to the bottom. Using the white line to hook the car around. Nick Casey in second here. Long run race pace is going to be huge for these drivers as they get around. Down the back straightaway as they go. Odell trying to hook up into the corner back there in fourth up 1. Curtis Shields off the spot. As right now Odell moves to the bottom side. Holds on to the 81. A little Taco Bell Fiesta. Right in front of him, Stryker off 1. Outside line didn't get the start they needed, but they do have the start they want. Mark Redkin back here to the bottom side of the 33, trying to find an extra spot. Rayburn to the high side, 74 rolling the high side. Las Vegas can run the high side. You can defend. Tires do wear out pretty quickly on the high side. However, you can get runs down the back straightaway, especially on older tires. There's lots of things that can be made to be the benefit of the racer. So how long can you hold on to it? How long are you going to be able to play catch up? 40 laps. Lap 40 is going to be the stage marker here as these drivers get rolling. Rahama giving us a like. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Canadian out there, Anthony Ferrante. And the 59 is going to be your Canadian out there. There he is, the old MSI Ford Mustang. There you go, Brent. Right now, he's running 16th. So you're going to be rooting for the 59. That's the driver. Good to see him out there. Fastest lap, Brandon Bledsoe, 31.47. Nick Casey, 31.49, playing catch-up to Andrew Payne this last time as they continue to work. 31.76 as Payne works on those tires, trying to save a little bit here. Down to the bottom side, 30.93 would be the race lap for him. That would be his qualifying lap time. Gonna reload some overlays here on my end. There we go. All right, VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series sees 5 laps green. Cam Dario runs his fastest lap of the race, runs the bottom side, or runs the high side over Marco Dell. To the high side they roll. Off the corner, high near the walls, they get rolling into the best part of this race line. Big dig. Look at that second lane for Cam as he tries to pick up his second win of the series. Going to roll third right now, playing catch-up to Andrew Payne. Payne, quarter second to Nick Casey. I think drivers just following in suit, seeing what he does. They're a little bit faster than he is right now, and they're continuing to work. Dinger, giving us a like. What's going on, Dinger? Good to see you out there, my friend. Mike Allmendinger, 53, 76. A little Raider Nation going on to the 76 up there. I'm a fan of the Raiders in the 80s and 90s. I know they moved to Las Vegas, and since they've moved to Las Vegas, they've been having better luck. But I'm a big fan of the Raiders when they were the most intimidating. Like, they would come in and they would wreck you. Win or lose, you knew you played the Raiders. You know what I mean? Hammond up 2. Rahala's going to be up a couple here as he's running the 99 on his paint scheme. Thought he was the 47 this week. Oh, Brandon Bledsoe's the 47. That's right. Brandon Bledsoe in the 47. No good wrench money run. 24 not in the race today, so he took the day off. It'll be Charles Garrett. Right now, Cam Dario, your race leader. And Cam utilizing that outside lane, trying to stretch his legs here. Andrew Payne looking like he is on tire save mode at the moment, so we'll see how long these drivers are going to be able to hold on to it. Cam Dario in that 8 spot, and that number 8 is going to be your race leader right now. The 93 working back into the corner, tries to drive to the bottom side. Looks like the 8's going to have to play defense here. But Andrew might have the run on the back straightaway down to the bottom side. Cam clears Payne there in tow again. Third lane run for Cam Dario. Andrew Payne closes in some of the distance here. Got to pull the air off of the 8, but the 8 barely leads that lap. Andrew Payne on the bottom side. Gonna have to try to roll into the corner here. 8's gonna roll down the bottom second lane. Back into the throttle he goes. Freeness of the 93 on the bottom side. You'll see Cam Dario battle back on the high side. Now the 93 might go back to work here. Try to lead that bottom side again. Andrew Payne, Cam Dario side by side one more time. 93 will slide up in front of the 8 as the 8 goes back to work. And now Andrew Payne back out front. Nicholas Casey back to third here, making it work. Kyle Carter giving us a like. George Jewell giving us a like. Good to see you, George. Good to see you, Kyle. Much love to you. Appreciate you all working very hard out there, keeping the platform nice and fun. You like the pink wrap? Which one had the pink? Oh, Striker's wrap. Yeah, a little Fanta. Down to the bottom. Trying to go around the 28 here. Outside pole sitter, saving some tires here. I like it. I like it a lot. 93, 8. Now Nick Casey in the 2. Over to the high side here. As the 8 of Cam Dario on the bottom side. Cam having to readjust the line, trying to figure out how to run this track, how fast he can. Marco Dell right behind him. Culver into 13. Has been practicing, wants to get himself out there. He's put a lot of laps into this racetrack, and now finds himself just right there in 5th. Top 5 night for him is a good night for Jerry Culver, especially after the win being stripped from him yesterday after making a boo-boo. Rudkin in tow. Lots of clean racing so far. Here's a long look at what these drivers are doing. How about we take the blimp cam? Overhead view. The tight race and John Hammond up in the mix. Chris Parker back there in the 48. There's a look at this little 5-pack going on here. 53 of Caleb Modzelewski is going to be right there at the bottom side. 48 almost into the back bumper to the 75. 75 almost into the back bumper to the 53. 53 runs the second lane. 75 to bump draft here as they continue to work. Sherry giving us a like. Thank you, Sherry. Much love, dear. 53 clears here. I think the 75 has a faster race line right now, and he's trying to work himself on that bottom side. As John Hammond is really, really, really digging right now. Trying to rock it down to the bottom. You see the left fronts get down to the white line. It helps the car turn. He's out of the throttle because he's a little free. Caution comes out. Balsamo involved. Man. Here's a look at what happened. Car chase. I think he's just free. He is. Ooh, into the 44, into the 59. Big one happened there. Let's back this up just a little bit here. Here's where the caution comes out. Trying to think here. He's just really free. He's got some rear damage here. Up and in. Down to the bottom side. Gets himself to the inside of the 59 here. Drops into the corner. Very cleanly here. Second lane. Pushes tight up the race line. It's around. I think he's just free right here. And he's free. 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 Into the corner. Oh, man. Whoa. Rough day at the office. Going back to it. Big dig in the corner, folks. Big dig. Picks out a couple of drivers there. Caution comes out. As it all would be. Brought to you by Dark Horizon Fishing. Go book a fishing trip. Facebook.com/Dark Horizon Fishing to book a trip over there in the Virginia area. I tell you what, you got to be a fisherman to appreciate what he does, and or if not, if you've never been open water fishing, or if you've never been in the James River, Chesapeake Bay area, I recommend that you go book a trip with him. You're not going to regret it. You can have a ton of fun. He's going to show you the ropes. He's going to show you what you need to do. He'll talk you through the process of booking the trip as well. So it'll be a ton of fun. Going to lap 40 again. The cars have 100% fuel, so they're going to get quite a few laps. They get about 50 laps in these cars, pretty solidly, I would think. Normally they could run 45 to 48 on a fuel run, but I've seen 50 laps here for these drivers. So we'll see what happens. 59 getting some repairs. Joe Nelson getting some repairs. Balsamo coming off pit road right now will be a lap down. Thompson coming off pit road as well. Brad Dove got collected into that. It's good to see the 25 running. I was hoping he was going to have a better day, though, on the start of this one. 93, your race leader. Lights are going to be off of the pace car. Marco Dell will get the outside restart. Or, I'm sorry, Nick Casey will be outside. He's P2 right now. These drivers look to make some work. Cam Dario came in for some tires. Maybe some drivers thinking about, since they're not stopping for stages, maybe some drivers thinking about stage points here. And try to utilize that different look. HelloFresh, part of the community over here as well. It's a new sponsor for us over here. Make sure that you use the promo code and the link in the description for that. If it's not there, I'll make sure it's updated with it. But HelloFresh, we have 21 free meals and free shipping. Of course, there's other meal plans you can get out there and sign up for, the new accounts, all that stuff. It all benefits what we do over here, but I stand by that product. It's amazing. Green flag waves for the second time. He said it was cold in New Brunswick. It was cold. It's cold. Jerry Culver, this is yours. He said I talked to him at the end of the race last night. Afterwards, just saying, hey, that kind of sucks. And he was like, it's my fault. I didn't know, and then I should have known, and all that stuff. So he's very humble about it, but at the same time, I could understand if he was mad. But Jerry last night said he had plenty of fuel to make the race. So he said he was cutting the engine off and clutching as they were coming around at Daytona as the race leader. He came out at 51, and he was still saving fuel throughout the race. So that's it's pretty awesome that he was able to do that and be able to make that work. Payne out front, 3/4 of a second, trying to outstretch his hand. About 20 laps to go this next time by before we end up with some of the good old-fashioned stage points. Brian Rayburn here, first of the drivers on new tires, has the 5 of Robert Church behind him. They take that back. Brian Rayburn came in for fuel. Robert Church came in for tires. Says, hey, you know what? There's an opportunity here for 20 laps to get myself up there. Brandon Bledsoe in the 47 having no short of a lot of fun here. 43 in on pit road right now. I think maybe an issue there. Balsamo comes back to pit road. He's going to be taking care of some things. Thompson of the 12 still has that right side damage. Awesome driving by Grijalva. Yeah, he had to start. He started from the back. He's up to 9th, up 16 right now as they continue to work. Little U.S. Army paint scheme going on there. Biggert in the 01, working hard for his money. Right now, Andrew Payne had a 3/4 of a second lead. Mark O'Dell closing that back down. Mark O'Dell in second here, half second. Nick Casey closing it as well. Stryker working at that race line, doing what he can. Thank you, Brent. Appreciate you. He's an awesome man. Don't know what you did right, but you know what? He's just awesome. And I need to send him some stickers for his little girl's cart. Definitely need to do that. I want to make sure that she's represented well over here as well on the SC platform. Culver trying to move up some spots here. 17 laps to do it behind the 48. New tires for Jerry Culver. Nathan Biggert having some bleak issues there. I think Nathan in the 01 in and out. Grijalva the 99 working very hard to get himself up front. Jerry Culver, the new tires, running the outside. It's going to be the outside of Mark Redkin here. We'll have a crossover move if he wants it. Redkin to the bottom side of the 13. 13 with new tires can drive around these cars on the outside. There's the 86 of Mark Creighton. The VIP Tires and Service Xfinity Series also has the Xfinity car rolling. Joey, what's going on, man? Good to see you out there. Culver trying to charge to the front, get himself some stage points. 28 of Curtis Shields working at this race line. 25 of 150 as we about find us to the 130 or the 1/3 mark here in a few short laps. 28 runs down here. 28 of Curtis Shields having to roll that line. Right now, Jerry Culver's lap time's a little slower than Andrew Payne, but I think it's because he has to drive around some traffic, and he's playing catch-up right now. Watch the relative from 9th right there and see how much he closes in on the corners. Mark O'Dell still closing in on Andrew Payne. They stay about a half second off each other right now, but Andrew Payne still working hard on keeping his long-run race pace going. Right now, Brandon Bledsoe having an issue. Had to jump to pit road. Let's take a look here real quick. He's got no front clip there. I don't know where that happened. But my man spinning around there. Grijalva about to be passed by Culver on the high side. Culver 3.3 back. May not have enough time here to make that that race line. Culver on the bottom side gets free, trying to stay out of the 99. John Hammond in that 75. He's playing catch-up here as well. Jerry Culver, first of the drivers on new tires, getting himself up to the race line. Biggert is going to be right behind him. Biggert took over that race last night and had the race line won. Able to clear himself out. Odell dropping back about a tenth. It's the 93. Works the throttle. Jerry Culver still trying to play catch up to the front of this race. He does have about 20 lap fresher tires or 16 lap fresher tires in the field. And right now, Grijalva not making it easy on the 13 to get up front. Has 11 laps to do it this next time by. He's going to run the outside lane. Has the race pace. He'll be side by side with the 99. Off the race line, Culver doing a phenomenal job here of making that work. Cam Dario, caution once again. Chris Parker involved as it'll come back out. We'll take a look and see what happened. Chris Parker here in the 48. He's around the corner here. Up the race line. Wall tap. That's what happened. A little wall tap. Gets free, gets free, gets free, gets free, gets free, gets free. Up in front of the race line. Gets sideways. And stops on the racetrack. Almost hits the driver. And then that's what destroys the car. And he will reset to pit road. Man. Culver will stay out, lead some laps here. Andrew Payne. Unfair for Jerry Culver now, because now all of these drivers who were in his way as he was trying to march forward, they're all going to come to pit road here. 43 should be your lucky dog here. He'll get a lap back. Should be on the lead lap. And now Jerry Culver is going to have his work cut out for him. Robert Church will restart second here if Church doesn't come to pit road. 4 sets of tires in the pits. And about 9 laps away from the stage. Andrew Payne comes off pit road with new tires. So does Mark Odell, Nick Casey. Mark Odell, the driver, keeping pace with Andrew Payne right now and doing a phenomenal job at it. He's going to find that extra 10th later on in the run. Andrew Payne saved a ton here in the very beginning. He went and ran a few laps, let a few drivers get in front of him, but was running just a solid, easy base, not really having to push the car all that much. Needs some points, so he's going to be no doubt trying to find the extra drive line here. 13, 5, 93, 81, 2, 88, 7 is going to be in the 7th spot's going to belong to the 33. Hammond, Grijalva, Biggert. That'll be your top 10 on the restart here. Light's going to be off on the pace car this time by 32 of 150. Will be roughly about 7 laps to go for the stage when we go back to green. Remember, they have to complete lap 40, so I count that lap in my terminology here. Whatever I call these kinds of things. Culver looks like he might choose the outside lane on the restart here, which is not a bad idea. We'll see. Yeah, he's going to do that. Not a bad idea to start on the outside, be able to get that restart, put the 5 where the 93 is, and then have Odell run behind. If Odell has the faster tires and has the faster race pace, he's going to be able to make that work in his advantage. So maybe some teammates working together here. We'll see. 1381 on the high side, 583 on the inside. All right, let's see what happens. Culver, Church, Odell, Payne, Strickland on the high side, Casey on the bottom side. As pace car will dive off here, we're going to wait for the start-restart zone. But a little older tires for these drivers. Let's see how long they're going to be able to hold on to it. Jerry Culver ready to go. Thirteen, ready to dig. Geico restart zone, green flag. To the bottom side, lets Odell go. Odell, a rocket ship right now. Michael Strickland on the high side, ready to go as well. Andrew Payne takes the outside. They did their job. Mark Odell did a phenomenal job of taking that restart. They got across the start-finish line as Jerry Culver, caution, comes back out. John Hammond involved. And I believe that might end the stage here because that's within... Oh, they may not. John Hammond, Joe Nelson involved. Odell be that driver right now. Oop. Blinks for me. Stryker will be second. Andrew Payne third. That's so close. Got to be within 5, but technically we're 6 laps away. We'll wait for confirmation. Here's a look. They're 3 wide here. Hammond down. Oh. 01 of Nathan Biggert getting involved. And man, we're gonna have to back this up just a touch more. Let's see where this streams from, because '93 goes high, 5-2, 33 on the outside, 75, 86. 86 up the race line. 01 is there. Didn't expect that. I think 75, an innocent bystander there in that whole situation. Mark Creighton all the way to the bottom. This is the run he had. Let's check the restart here. Restart from the back straightaway. Just had a good run and had a good line. Watch the 86 here. One little blink. It's all good. 86 to the bottom side. Sees that run. Look at that run he has. Pulls the draft on the inside of the 99. He's going to be 4 wide, almost 4 wide at one point. 86 to the bottom side. 75 didn't see him. And then 75 having a just, there was a little contact there. Wasn't too big of an issue. 86 had a good line. take a look one more time. Joe Nelson had to stop here. Sees that happening in front of him. Ooh, break, 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 break. Whoa. Good save, Joe. Let's go back up here. This was John Hammond and then 01 of Nathan Biggert here in the 01. Just runs here. I mean, he had the outside lane. Everything was clear. He was going to run that lane. Oh, big racing incident there. I think that was just a bad read of the line. I wonder, I think they might run the 2 laps for the stage. We'll see. Let's go find out. Let's try to find out. Stage is not over yet. Just found out what's going on. Had to make sure, folks. So, stage is going to end at the end of lap 40. They're going to run the laps. Lights are going to be off the pace car. 2 laps to go before the end of the stage. Andrew Payne, Mark Odell, Stryker is going to be up there as well. We're going to see exactly who's going to be able to make it work and do their best here. Odell, Strickland, Payne, Culver, Nick Casey, Ed Perry, Joseph Grijalva, Cam Dario, Modzelewski, Brian Rayburn, all there inside the top 10. Drop us all ready to go. Odell in a full send kind of moment. Ready to dig, 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 dig. Good restart, good timing. 93 had good timing there as well. Up the race line, down into turn 1. Stryker, second lane. Gonna try to play this one. See if we can get that race line ran off here as Andrew Payne looks to be there in second. Mark Odell to run. Got to come around to complete lap 40. That's one more lap here. Andrew Payne in tow. Mark Odell didn't have too huge of a race line. He's going to have to want this over to the 93 because Andrew Payne is on the hunt for a stage win here. They all came in at the same time. Andrew Payne sweeping the stages is not an impossible feat here. And right now, he's running as hard as he can. Mark Odell gives up that outside lane. Going to let him have it. Andrew Payne's going to take stage 1. Just like that. It'll be Odell, Strickland, Casey, Perry, Grijalva, Dario, Jerry Culver, Caleb, and Matthew Modzelewski. And I forgot to send John Hammond the stage points last night. My bad. Dang it. Where's he at? Where's he at? There he is. Upload. .93 out front, 0.3 of a second. It's now Mark Odell goes back to work. Checking the line with the tracks. Awesome paint of the 99, love it. She's a great racer, but she doesn't know it yet. Well, all the faith in the world that she's going to be the best kart racer out there that we can see. Sherry, much love to the little racers out there getting started early. That's amazing. 93, 81, 88. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 right now as we see all the fantastic stuff rolling through the corners. 3 cautions for today's race so far, about to be a third of the way through, and right now, body digging. Stryker in tow. Nick Casey rolling. These drivers have at it for a moment. I'm going to take a hydrate break. You should do so as well. Getting close to that second look. Second stage is going to end a lap 80, and they're rolling. You ever feel like you're just blind and you're looking for something? Maybe it's just all guys. I don't know. Gentlemen, tell me out there. You look for something, you look for something, you look for something. All of a sudden, it's there. Stryker in second now. Odell back to third. Nick Casey working the outside lane. Andrew Payne had to run hard for that stage win, but he only did it for a couple of laps. Lap time's kind of fallen off. He's just kind of relaxing out front. 53 of 150. His driver's leaving pit lane. Nathan Biggart's coming off. He's going to get out there and run some more laps. There's Ferrante in the 59 trying to get his car, his modified, looking and running better. Joe Nelson with some damage as well. Chris Parker having some issues. Back off track again. Tap the wall. It's going to be up the race line here. 48 able to save it there. Redkin able to go around here. 48 still free. Chris Parker works back into the throttle. He went for a ride across the grass there. He's tapping the wall out of 4, and that sometimes can become an issue. Right now, about to go another lap down, though. Mark Redkin here in 3 and 4 has the 48 to the inside. 48 to the bottom side. 76 working the outside lane. Came in on lap 30. Trying to work his way back around the race line here. Gets himself into the mix as Mark Redkin to the 76 was running up inside the top 5. Now finds himself having a different race line. 86 and Mark Creighton up to 8th. He came in on 35, took tires and fuel. Actually took right sides and fuel. He's running a little bit differently here than the rest of the field. Matthew in the 91 in front of him. Grohalva the 99 searching for a top 5 leads. This little 4-pack that's going on here. Ed Perry in the 33 out of 4. Having a good run inside the top 5. Finds himself 3 seconds off the pace. And right now they're playing catch up to Andrew Payne. Half second separates Andrew Payne to Stryker. It's 56 of 150 ticks away. Appreciate everybody being out there watching. Keep the chats flowing. Tell me how you folks are doing, because I want to see, I want to hear, I want to know, because you're the best community that we've ever seen, and I thank you. I thank you more than you know. I want to check a file, but I don't know if it's going to play for you folks. And you might hear some double audio. Hold on. Rob Van Ness giving us a like. Thank you, sir. Works. My new software works. I love it. Stryker still trying to track down Andrew Payne. Odell, 33:01. Here's last 5 lap times for the drivers 1 and 2. Strickland runs 5/1000 of a second slower. That's not much. Almost a virtual tie going on there. We'll see. 3/4 of a second as Andrew Payne out front. 21 laps to go this time buying the stage as they work. Kind of the relative that looks in front behind him. Position. Battle for first. The 4 drivers closest to him. Nick Casey a second and a quarter off. Or a second and a tenth off. Or pretty close to it. Mark Odell a full second off. Stryker 0.8 of a second. Odell to the bottom side. Going to close in some of that race pace from the bottom lane. Nick Casey working the outside lane. These two neck and neck, 81-2. And with a lap 80, folks, for the stage. Big dig into the corner. Dashboard, how fast Andrew Payne is going right now. 178 into the corner, drops it down. 155, 153. Exit speed. Himself back and up. 175 across the line. It's about 180 into the corner here. Driver inputs all about the run that he has. Here's the pit stops where everybody came in. How many positions the drivers up as well? Grijalva up 19 spots here. Still trying to play catch up to the race line here. .2. Still trying to work. Andrew Payne, a full second lead now, 63 of 150. And he comes back. Going to take a couple of wins. He's going to make it difficult for the drivers to play catch up here. Some race lines are great for the drivers. Some race lines are sometimes off that race pace. We'll see what Andrew Payne does. I'm not trying to jinx it, but if he sweeps the stages, it's hard for him to get a race win. A lot of racing left to go. We'll see what happens here. Does anybody have anything for the 93 today at Las Vegas? Good little love. Good little run. See everybody out there running. If you're out there watching on Twitch, stick around afterwards. We're going to send you over to a few folks. We're going to start. I want to continue to make sure that we're rating people, especially, we want to make sure that folks have their streams. Those who we support, those people who we like. We want to make sure that we're giving raids out, giving people all the views that they can. We try to do what we can with Twitch, and we're regrowing. Basically, we're regrowing Twitch back to what it was. Facebook, you're all amazing on Facebook. YouTube, you're all amazing on YouTube. Thank you so much to everybody out there being a part of all those platforms, killing it. Absolutely love it. I appreciate you more than you know. I see some viewers out there on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody, being on YouTube. Make sure that you reach up, hit that like button. That like button does a lot for me. It's a free way to support. You don't have to give any money. You don't have to give anything outside of that. All the good things. Johnny Thunder's giving us a like. Thank you, Johnny. Jerry Culver giving us a like. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate you. Some of these things I didn't see. Big likes. I'm liking your posts and your comments. Thank you, folks, very much. Bam. Cold in Brunswick, New Brunswick, Canada. Oy. Brent's been a follower for 25 days on Facebook. If you haven't done so, hit that exclamation point, follow age, all one word, FOLLOWAGE. If you do that, it'll let you know how long you've been following Signature Esports, and I can tell you, and then I can read it off. It's all good things, you know what I mean? Love to see it. Love to see it. Now I'm going back through all of that stuff, all this cool stuff. Yeah, they're amazing. Thank you so much. Payne, Strickland, Casey, Odell, Perry. It's going to be everybody's good run, good love, good fun. Been a good race so far. A couple of cautions, but for the most part, a whole lot of action happening. Once it gets spread out, pretty much looks the same way. The racetrack gets loud. If you've never been to Vegas, I highly encourage you to get yourself out to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Go check out the Xfinity Series, Truck Series, and Cup Series weekend. It's one of the best out there. Next to Pocono, which has a fairgrounds outside of the racetrack, Las Vegas Motor Speedway has a lot of family. For being Vegas, it has some awesome family things that you can do at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So I encourage you to go check them out, see what's up with them. Driver's going to be close to the stage here when it comes to coming in on lap 30. They did have a couple of cautions here, so they should be able to make some things. They should be able to make it, I would think. We'll see. Nick Casey back here. Going to go around Mark Redkin. Mark Redkin a lap down. First driver. I'm sorry, John Hammond, first driver, 1 lap down. 1.8 second lead for Andrew Payne. As Andrew Payne works turn 1 and 2. Stryker trying to be in tow right now, has Redkin in front of him. I wonder how the car feels. It's kind of my thing here is how is that car going to feel over the course of the long haul and what these drivers need to be doing. Right behind him, Nick Casey, you see there's the front clip. Trying to suction cup that down to the bottom of the racetrack. Nick Casey right behind. These cars have different sounds. And I love them all. It's the Toyota, and it sounds beefy. Here's the Chevy. Toyota. That TRD specialist going on. Here's the Ford. Listen in. Good look for these drivers. 5 laps to go next time by in the stage. Got to come around a complete lap 80. Anybody trying to save something? Right now, 2.3 second difference between first and second. Let's go through. He's all on the lead lap. There's Robert Church. He's going to be in that 5 spot. Nathan Bigger going to the outside. He's coming to pit road here. Jerry Culver in the 13. Came to pit lane on lap 16. Still trying to save some fuel here. Trying to work as much as he can. Couple of cautions in between all that. Right side damage for the 13, so he's in a hurt right now. Devin in the 43 is going to be the driver in front of him. Came in on lap 36. Culver not far off of him right now, and his lap times showing exactly that. 33.87. He's going to be about half a second faster than the 43 right now. He's actually faster than the 4 drivers in front of him. 5 drivers in front of him. That includes the 8 with some right side damage here. Maj in the 91. Matthew here does have some right side as well. Andrew Payne out front, 2.3 second lead, 5,000 I-rated driver. 5,060 on the I-rating. Came back out to try to run away with the races once again. 2.5 seconds on the end of this one. I always make the joke that Andrew, every time he leads a race for such a long time, it changes how the streams go. He's just stinking fast. Right now, Stryker playing catch-up here. Was 2.3 back, now 2.2. Last lap, a little bit faster than Andrew Payne. Pit stops are going to be the big factor here. Coming around, a couple of more laps to go before the stage 2 to go this time by. A complete lap 70. Or lap 79 and lap 80 is Stryker Digs for a little more here. His last lap, 0.3 of a second faster than Andrew Payne. Right now, Payne to the inside of Joe Nelson. 2 seconds the difference. Stryker, not enough to get around the race line here to take over that P1 spot. But after about 40 laps, you're seeing what's happening with Stryker. He is turning on a new level. White flag lap for the stage. Again, stages, they will not stop for the stage. That stage starting to work. 93, a little free off corner exit there. You saw the car kind of step out a little bit. Mark Redkin a lap down in front of the race leader. Came in on 55. Stage comes around. And Andrew Payne will take it here. Save that for everybody. Payne, Strickland, Casey, Odell, Perry, Grijalva, Modge in the 53. Shields, Rayburn, Dario. That'll be your top 10 for the stage. Now, green flag pit stops. The thought here. 82 of 150. Pit road. Some things about pit road. Got to stay to the right until you're about 3 to 5 pit stalls away. Then turn in with caution on all starts and restarts. Do not change lanes or pass before the start or finish line. Race control will review them to see if checkups or wheel spin cause the lane change. That's how they're going to work with that. After yesterday's stuff, that kind of made that happen. Las Vegas has been fast and slick. The race narrative says they added an extra set of tires this week, so you can take your time, watch for old tires on restarts, and good to see you at the end of the race. Good stuff. Here's the way the claim system works here. So if there's a caution on this racetrack, these drivers have a claim system involved, and that claim system says if you are involved in a solo incident with other drivers, any driver involved can take responsibility and make the claim out loud, and that driver will receive an EOL. If nobody accepts the claim by 2 to go, the claim window will be closed. Any incidents that go unclaimed will go to the review team. Black flags will only be cleared after review by the race controller. Race control call is final. All black flags are reviewed by the review team post-race. So they do go back and they review a ton of stuff. And that was some of the things that we were talking about. Up to the 59 a little bit there. Holy cow. That was some of the things they were talking about last week, or last night was, is it going to be reviewed? Is Culver going to see any benefit to that? And honestly, sometimes it just doesn't work that way. 43, Davin D'Souza came in on 76, has a new set of tires ready to go around. Andrew Payne being caught right now by Stryker. And it makes me wonder if Andrew Payne right now is trying to work on maybe finding some extra laps here out of the car. Stryker is going to be in that P2 spot. He's closed down 0.7 of a second here. Davin D'Souza is going to be there to the inside, maybe be able to follow as Andrew Payne works to the bottom of 2. Stryker able to carry some speed with a faster driver in front of him. Is going to be able to pull that race line draft 1.4 back once again as Andrew Payne tries to continue to go to work. Sorry about the bouncing camera there. Las Vegas has great cams, and I've made mine zoom in a little bit to be able to see these cars a little bit better. But I will tell you that the race line is a little bit different. 43. Trying not to get into the 93 here, but does have a race line here that's a little faster. As you see Stryker closing in the distance, 1.1, as the high line unsettles the 93 there, and Stryker gains a full second. Mark Odell in third, 4.2 back. Strickland 0.9 of a second off the pace. Andrew Payne now in front of him. And Casey to pit road. Stryker finding second lane race pace here. Drops in on 3 and 4, slow on corner entry. But gaining on corner exit. Look at that race line. It feels like it's taken it now. Andrew Payne had a little better line. You see the gap pulling away. But Stryker far better in 1 and 2 here. Good race line, trying to play catch up here. As they roll the corner, Grijalva inside the top 5 now, went from 6th to 5th now. As Jerry Culver tries to play catch up as well. He's in 16th, down to the bottom side he goes. Very easy to go a lap or 2 down here. As Andrew Payne works on it. Lap times around here, 31, 33, 34 seconds, somewhere around there. Depends on the fall-off, 31.3. Seems to be the fast lap here, and then all the way down to, like, the fall-off, 34.06 for Andrew Payne. So 31.33 to 34.06 still gives you about 2.7 seconds difference here on the fall-off. Right now, Stryker still a 10th faster. His fast lap, 31.65, managing his tires well. Somebody who is really managing his tires well, Grijalva, came in on the same lap. His lap time, 3 4/10 of a second faster than the top 2. Brian Rayburn came in on 31. It's still about a 10th faster than the race leader as well. So only 1 lap difference on tires. He has damage as well. Rayburn playing catch up here. Odell is coming. Mark Odell to pit lane is where he is at. Modge coming down pit lane right now as well. Andrew Payne and Stryker now 1-2 as Strickland works the long run here to the outside of the 93. Strickland taking over the lead and does so with great race pace. 93 still on the bottom side. Andrew Payne has some company in the form of the 12. That's Joseph Thompson here, trying to get himself back into the mix. So is Jerry Culver. These drivers already with new tires, trying to get back on the lead lap, trying to find that extra race pace, the lap times they were missing. And right now, Strickland walking away with the field and the outside lane. Facebook on the TV, YouTube on the tablet. Love it. Concost Odell is coming. He is 13, a little bit on the outside, trying to get around. You see Andrew Payne coming to pit lane this time by, so Stryker is going to be out there as the lone setup. Andrew Payne has long run race pace. He's got it figured out. I think the medium is where it's at. And right now, they just ran 64 laps with a caution in there. Stryker about to run 65. Grijalva runs second right now. 34.91 was his last lap. Stryker 31.15. He's going to come to pit lane. Got to get down to speed, 45 miles an hour. Or 50 miles an hour. Sorry, it's Las Vegas. 50 miles an hour for these drivers. Thinking 50, 55, somewhere around there. Grijalva coming to pit road right behind. Brian Rayburn coming around. He's going to take over the lead here as Stryker hits pit road. Brad Dove in the 25 has the 43 there. John Hammond in the mix. Andrew Payne back on the racetrack. Comes out 6th here as some of these drivers who came in just a little bit later, a little bit earlier, trying to short pit their way back out there. Stryker to pit lane. He's going to be in and out of pit lane here. Grijalva there as well. Brian Rayburn coming to pit lane. Brad Dove as well. John Hammond up to speed. Andrew Payne is going to take over second. Now Stryker has to go back to work, staying out that extra lap and having that race pace. He's got his work cut out for him now. Came out a 94. Andrew Payne came out a 93. And the way the pit stops worked right now, Andrew Payne to Stryker, 1.4 seconds. 1.7 seconds as it would work. Brad Dove, your race leader in the 25. I think they're going to have to pit one more time. Brad Dove going to come around. John Hammond might be able to lead a lap here as Dove comes to pit lane here. Hammond cruising right now. Could take up the lead before the start-finish line. Will do so. Will lead a lap. Give him a credit for a lap led here. As Andrew Payne and Cam Dario work it. Drivers, we got 4 or 5 drivers a lap down right now. Sorry, Robert Church right there a lap down. 8-5. John Hammond about to be under fire from the 93. Strickland, 6 seconds difference between he and Andrew Payne, and Andrew Payne is on fire. 32.08. Brad Dove leaving pit lane. We come out in front of Andrew Payne here, or try to. Some lap traffic. Brad Dove will go a lap down. Will have an opportunity here to work himself back to the back bumper. John Hammond back to second now as Cam Dario goes to work as well, trying to get himself up in the mix. Mark Odell in the 81 came out on 93 lap difference on tires as he continues to work. Stryker back here has 5.5 to close down, and Andrew Payne's pit stop time 2 seconds faster. That means not only is Andrew out there a lap fresher, he gains about 2.5 seconds on his lap time. Andrew Payne also gains 2 seconds on pit road, so that's that 2.5 second difference where Stryker, who had a second lead over Andrew Payne coming into pit road, is going to lose all that race time. So we're talking a great pit stop can set you up for success. So Stryker needs to not boot, scoot, and boogie, but he's got about 50 laps to be able to make it work, and they can make it on fuel. He just needs to have the race pace he had before. Odell goes around Cam Dario to the bottom side. Odell has to save some tires here as well. If he pushes too hard here, may not make it. Thank you for having us on all the platforms, folks. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Special thank you to my sponsors. Of course, HelloFresh, and of course, NordVPN. Go check out all of that stuff. All of our videos from now until forever. Be sponsored by NordVPN, HelloFresh, Dark Horizon Fishing, VIP Tires and Service, getting out there, giving us some good things. And, yeah. Last lap, Andrew Payne, 32.32. Having to maybe save a little bit of fuel to be able to make it to the end. 48 laps to go in this one, this next time by. Andrew Payne, a 4.5 second lead over Odell. Strickland to third now. As Stryker, 32.44, has some race pace in front of him. Mark Redkin on pit road. John Hammond giving up some race pace here. He's inside the top 5 as well. Curtis Shields in the 28. On a little Mac Tools Ford Mustang getting himself around. Grijalva was really fast on the long run, and right now is your fastest driver out there. He is setting the pace at a 32.28. This time by, we'll see what he's going to be able to squeeze out of this racetrack. Grijalva will drive for Team SE tomorrow in the Outcast Racing League. Same time, same bad channel here on Signature Esports. See what he's going to be able to do with some fast race lines and some huge speed. John Hammond in the 5 spot. Ends the 8, up 8 spots, but Grijalva right there in the mix. 9.8. A lot of work to do here as well as he gets around Curtis Shields. Grijalva came out on 94. He's on the same race pace as Strickland. Andrew Payne just really knows how to get in and out of pit road. That's probably my biggest compliment to Andrew Payne. Besides he's stupid fast, and I mean really fast, Andrew Payne knows how to get in and out of pit road classically. 33.17, maybe saving some fuel here. Odell playing catch up here. Sees the race pace. That's a common thing you don't want to be doing. You want to make sure that you have enough race pace at the end to be able to defend race lines. If you see you're catching that race leader, you don't want to push it harder to catch him faster. You want to push the same envelope over and over again. Folks, iRacing is a huge mental game as well as a talent game. So if you can get yourself out there and be consistent. Consistency wins races more so than just being fast for 25 laps. Jerry Culver, next driver to go a lap down. It's a 93, goes to work. Culver came on a lap 81. A 10 lap difference on tires. And Culver very fast yesterday. Still finds himself searching for a top 10. As Ed Perry's the next driver he's tracking down. A little left rear damage on that car. A little left front damage as well. Creighton out of 2 onto the back straightaway. Will be the next driver. 499 on the safety rating. 2188 on the I rating. Mark, a little tappity tap earlier. Kind of got stuck in a situation. Sticky one. Still having a great race. Ed Perry, 29 off in that 33. Creighton, 26 off. Andrew Payne sticking it to him a little bit here, giving himself a few extra race lines. Still the fastest driver of the racetrack right now is Joseph Grijalva. He looks to get around Cameron Dario. Grijalva to the bottom side. Ear to clear. Negative Cam Dario. 42 to go this next time by. These drivers are kicking butt. I'm going to go ahead and kick some butt. Be right back. 2 shakes of lamb's tail. 29 laps to go. And right now, 5.9 separates Stryker and Andrew Payne. Still your fastest drivers on the racetrack. Andrew Payne saved a ton. Able to make it work. 5.8 and Stryker has to go to work. Top 2 night for him here. Andrew Payne with an incredible pit stop, keeping everything close. Julie giving us a like. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, folks, for being out there. Sometimes taking a hydrate break means having to make sure the dogs have hydrate breaks. Stryker getting in the mix. 5.8. Grijalva inside the top 3. Mark O'Dell in fourth, 4/10 of a second back as Jerry Culver still tries to go to work. Mark Creighton having an issue. He came to pit road. He's getting some damage taken care of. Robert Church right there with Devin DeSuna trying to go for position here. This is the battle for 16th. Robert Church a lap down from Devin, so he is on his way. Joseph Thompson in the 12. Still trying to make it work. Andrew Payne, 33.12 last time by. Stryker, 33.15 last time by. Solid separation between the two drivers. Grijalva still trying to close in, 11.3 seconds. Andrew Payne a 10th faster. Has a 6-second lead. Grijalva's last lap still right there. Right now, Jerry Culver came in on lap 107. Has new tires. And now we'll be looking at 25 laps to go this next time by to get himself back around. He's going to be a few laps down, trying to work on getting himself in and out of that race line. 6 seconds separate Andrew Payne. And Stryker. $25 laps to go. VIP Tires and Service. 67 locations. They just opened up a new location, by the way. 67 locations across the northeast portion of the United States. Go visit the West Lebanon, New Hampshire location and go say hi to Mark Creighton and all the fine folks over there and give yourself a good look at what they have to offer. Check out those go check out Mark Creighton not only as a driver. Go check him out as an awesome person to help take care of your vehicles, help take care of all of, just everything. Everything. VIP Tires and Service. Go to VIPtires.com. You got to have a trusted mechanic out there, folks. 76 free off corner exit. 88 right there in that race line. It's going to run high here. Mark Redkin right there to the 76, looking for a top 10 night. Curtis Shields coming off pit road here is in 10th. Mark Redkin coming across the front straightaway here. Find himself maybe getting around Curtis Shields here. Curtis will be up to speed, though, when he leaves pit lane. 2 laps down for these two drivers as Andrew Payne still tries to work here out of 4 onto the front straightaway. 23 will be 22 to go this time by. Joe Nelson gaining a spot. Mark Creighton still on pit road. Andrew Payne, 6 seconds. Stryker still trying to find some extra pace here. Only one to go. 21 laps is still a long way around this racetrack. And right now, Brahalva keeping pace with the drivers in front of him. Mark Odell in fourth, 33.51. Cam Dario, 33.61. Still holding on to the top five, but Brian Rayburn is trying to vastly approach Cam Dario. It has about the same gap that Andrew Payne and Stryker do as Mark Redkin comes to pit lane. He's going to pit from 11th here. Whoa! That'll be a speeding penalty, I do believe. $20 to go. Parker, Bledsoe, Balsamo, Norfrey, all these drivers out of the race. Caden didn't start the race. He runs the number 15 on the racetrack. Would have been the 26th driver in the field today. Strickland in second here, 6.7 back. Andrew Payne, 19 laps to go. If he's good on fuel, 57 laps on fuel. If he's good on fuel, he'll be able to make that work. In the pit strategy, 63 laps are what the drivers ran on that first stint. They're at 39 right now. So if they're good on fuel, you'll see a lot of just running right now. 18 to go. Run 58 laps on fuel. Now, they did have a couple of cautions that happened in between all that. Some stages, some cautions. The last caution came out. Scroll up and look. A lot of drivers came out on 30, so caution came out on lap 35, so that saved some fuel for the drivers. I'm just trying to think. 58 laps might be, or 57 laps might be right on the edge. But at least it'll be everything you could ever ask for. That's for darn sure. Three and four, 15 laps to go this time by. Cam Dario coming to pit road. A lot of drivers who were looking at their pit strategy weren't able to make it, or came in early to try to solve some time here as Andrew Payne puts Cam Dario a lap down. Ryan Rayburn here came out on 96. Mark Odell came out on 90. So he's trying to save fuel. You can hear it. He's on the clutch right now, trying to save. 91 goes around. Your third place driver right there. Cam Dario in and out of pit lane, getting tires and fuel. Says, let's go. Andrew Payne, 6.8 second lead, 14 to go. A juggling act, to say the least. 28 to the inside. Curtis Shields getting a lap back. He'll be one lap down now as he goes back to work and try to get more of that time back. His race lap's about a second faster than Andrew Payne right now. Needs more than just a few laps, though. Only 13 to go. He's going to need about 3 seconds a lap faster than Andrew Payne to be able to get back up to where he needs to be. And that's another whole lap to gain. Andrew Payne to the bottom side, 59 up high. That's Ferrante. Runs side by side, a little modified look going on there. Strickland maintaining his race pace. Grijalva still trying to play catch up. As some drivers trying to pass him here. Making corner exit a little more difficult as he runs around this race line. Mark Retkin here trying to play less of a devil's advocate. Gets himself around. Maj Zaleski in the 91. Off the pace a little bit here, but he's rolling decently. Caleb right behind him, 53. They're right behind him, 2.7 behind him. Maj, both of these Maj came in at 110, 117. 91 came in at 117. As the 99 still tries to work the second lane, get himself back around. Still trying to play catch up. Andrew Payne will make it 10 to go. This time by. '93, '88, '99. Marco Del still on the lead lap, but about 5 seconds. He's trying to save fuel here. So you're seeing out of Marco Del right now. He's trying to save fuel. Brian Rayburn catching up here. Brian Rayburn came out on 96. He's got fuel. He's got fuel enough to get himself around here. Brian Rayburn to the bottom side. He's going to go to the bottom of the 81. 81 trying to save the fuel necessary to finish the race without having to come to pit road. John Hammond, 27 seconds off the pace right now. Nelson leaving pit lane or in pit lane right now, getting himself some tires. Sorry about that. In pit lane. 9 to go. 7.5 seconds. Stryker, last time by, or last couple of laps, has been saving. Split second gaming, giving us a like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Your counterparts across the big pond over in Australia. 7.6 seconds. Had all of that race pace earlier. Past Andrew Payne and the first stint. Andrew just had a huge race line. Had a great pit stop. And shows why he's tough to beat. 7 to go. Colton giving us some love out there. Appreciate you very much. And at the rest of all this, see. Of course, Julie, Rob Van Ness, thank you very much. Johnny Thunders, thank you very much. Sherry Culver, thank you. Cam, thank you very much. Joey Cam, thank you very much as well. Sherry, thank you. Kyle Carter, George Jewel, Dinger giving us a share and a like. Josh Brock becoming a subscriber 20 hours ago. Thank you so much. Subscribe on YouTube. Helps benefit the channel. Appreciate everybody out there on YouTube as well. Thank you to all the supporters on Facebook as well. That helps the channel. Thank you to all the subscribers. Odell is coming. First time chat for Concussed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Yeah. Decent story. Decent day working out. Payne, Strickland, Grijalva. 1, 2, 3. 5 laps to go. Payne is about to sign a driving deal. He's fast. He's mad fast. I'll give him that. But you don't want to see him win every race. I think he's a fantastic driver. Right now, race pace between Stryker and Grijalva. I mean, the separation between the top three. I take that back. Separation from the drivers inside the top 5 is just immense. Races run clean, other than a few cautions. 3 laps to go. Andrew Payne out front. Make it 2 to go this time by when they come around. 3 and 4. He's going to be a great, he'll be a good addition to what you're trying to do, for sure, Mark. White flag lap. Takes a break, comes back, dominates another race. That is what you have to look forward to in the Xfinity Series, folks. Everything that Andrew runs, he just runs it fast, and these drivers are ready to figure out how to beat him. They're going to have to work on it. Because today, he dominated today's race. Andrew Payne, Las Vegas winner. And we'll do so. Stryker's going to finish in second. Grijalva third. Rayburn, Odell, I think fourth and fifth. We'll make sure that we check. Perfect. That's good for them. That's really good for them. Race results. Take a look here. Payne, Strickland, Grijalva, Rayburn, Odell, Cam Dario, John Hammond, Curtis Shields, Brad Dove, Caleb Modulus. He's going to finish inside the top 10. Ed Perry is going to finish in 11th. Matthew finishes in 12th. Culver finishes right where his number is in 13th. Redkin, Thompson, DeSuna, Church, Joe Nelson. 59, 86, 01, 2, 48, 47, 10, 15. Big mover of the race is going to be Grijalva. Grijalva did a phenomenal job of getting himself out there and he made up a ton of ground there over the course of the race line. So fantastic race line for Joseph Grijalva. We can button taking names. We'll talk to Andrew and see how his race went. Andrew, dominating performance tonight as you come back in and take the last couple of races back to the winning ways. 7.5 second lead at the end there. Great pit stop. That's pretty much the traditional Andrew Payne race is what we got, and it's what you delivered.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a ton of fun. That really long first run we got. I guess we just got the whole long run, but the part before we were pitting for green or pitting during the green, we I think it was me, Stryker, and Joseph. We were all sitting there trying to figure out some strategies and stuff, and we actually found out that we were going to be really, really close on fuel. So we had to stretch out that first stint, and then it was just a matter of saving the second stint. And I was running the higher line in that first run through 1 and 2, but I knew that that second run I wouldn't be able to do that. I had to save as much fuel as I could, and the byproduct of saving the fuel was I was able to save the tires a heck of a lot better. I can't believe I didn't blow it right front because my tire was 7% on the right front when I came in and pit under green, so it was hurting big time. But it was a really, really fun race once we got going green. That long run was amazing. I think it was about 110, 111 laps green. It was a ton of fun. It was a blast. I know I keep saying just different words for fun, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. The long run was amazing. It was fun to get that long of a run and be able to manage the gap, manage fuel, manage tires. Could not have asked for a better race.
Stryker on an even playing field was faster on the long haul, especially when you had to start saving and you started thinking about fuel. That was That was good to watch. Your pit stops are always amazing. You're about 5 seconds faster than the average driver out there on your pit stops, getting in and out of pit road, and it goes. That's probably my biggest takeaway from this because Stryker pitted with the second lead. You, of course, you pitted a lap earlier, were able to get up to speed, gain that extra 2 seconds there, but you still had about a 5 second difference on pit strategy there, which made that work. But more importantly here, you broke the sweep curse. You sweep the stages, you win the race. That finally happened after, I want to say, on Signature Esports, about 70 or 75 races.
Yeah, it's I know myself have been through a few of those, and as we've discussed before in some of our other post race interviews. But yeah, it was good. The long run definitely helped. The field today, just in general, was really really good. We had a couple early cautions, but yeah, we just once we got going and a little bit spread out, everyone ran really really well, and I think there was a couple instances where we were on the verge of having a couple cautions, but yeah, just once the long run got going, it was all up to me to not make any mistakes, and I, got lucky. I could have definitely made a couple mistakes on my end, but happy to break the curse for myself at least. And but yeah, it was a blast. I like you were saying, Striker was definitely faster than me on the long run, and I actually inadvertently helped both him and Joe. I shared my secret of how I was running these cars here, at least, and they both said they picked up time really fast. So the three of us were working really well together, and hopefully I can work with them again like that. That was a ton of fun, and yeah, it was a really solid day.
I mean, they still got to put the effort in to try to beat you. You're tough to beat. Andrew, give you shout outs, my man. Congrats on another race win.
Thank you. First and foremost, huge thanks to VIP Tyrant Services for coming aboard for this series and being the title sponsor. Really appreciate all the money and time that Mark puts into the series as the title sponsor. Huge thanks to you guys at Signature Sports and you, Jason, for putting in all the time and effort that you guys do into these broadcasts, not only for the Chop Shop, but just in general for all your broadcasts. I know you guys put in a lot of work, and I really appreciate it. Huge shout outs to both John and Stryker for putting the league on, putting the series on. Found my home here in this Xfinity series when the league started up, and have really enjoyed it the last 10 months or so. And looking forward to continuing in this. Huge shout out to all my partners, Ryko Performance, QuickTime Motorsports Media, All Metal Fab, Citrus Hat Sound Mower, V&H Fresh. I know Matt couldn't be here again. I think he's coming back from a family vacation, but glad to run well for the Amplify boys once again. Huge shout out to parents and grandparents for supporting me in all my forms of racing, as they always do. Huge shout out to all the fellow competitors out there for putting on a good show, and those guys listen to me kind of babble a little bit on strategies. And but last but certainly not least, huge shout out to all the fans that come out and support the league, the broadcast, support us drivers. Really do appreciate you guys, and looking forward to next week's race.
Going to be a ton of fun. Andrew Payne, tough to beat. He's going to continue to be tough to beat. Now, if you can learn anything from him, folks, you need to make sure that you do sit in the channel with him. He'll teach you a thing or two about a thing or two. Andrew Payne, your race winner today, does a phenomenal job of kicking butt and taking names. He always does. Next driver, trying to work on race strategy, race pace, kicking butt himself, Mr. Stryker. Andrew Payne is back, and he said he was trying to share a little bit with you. You were faster on the long haul when it came to it. Did you burn up a little bit there at the end?
I think on that last run, the biggest, at least what I noticed, the biggest issue was the pit entry and exit. I mean, I lost a ton of time. And then when I got back out there, I got mixed up with a couple lap car guys and slowed up a little bit, and trying to make the gap back, I probably burnt up the tires. But I that last run, the only shot I had was maybe getting a caution and maybe giving him a run for his money. But Andrew Payne's back. He picked up exactly where he left off. The dude's tough to beat, and yeah, he did mention while we were racing what kind of throttle and on and off, and not necessarily secrets, but what he was doing to run, and we made some adjustments, and it definitely helped us, especially on the long run. But congrats to Andrew. He's the man.
I think that's something that, and that goes to show what you guys are trying to do over here at Chop Shop is try to have these drivers not only have a good time racing with you alongside each other, but try to learn something because this is the constant craft of learning. These cars constantly adjust. The tires are always different each week. You run different race lines to try to figure out the practice, or you guys put in a lot of practice to figure out where the race line dictates where you need to go, and it just shows why Chop Shop is stepping up and becoming one of the premier racing service or racing leagues out there, racing series out there. It seems like you guys are trying to put that together to give everybody the same kind of shot that you would anywhere else.
Absolutely. We're all about cohesive team unit over here. If anybody's struggling, we definitely have an open door policy where we'll tell them what we're running, how we're running it, and what's working for us. With these cards, it's just comfortability. What might work for you might not work for the next guy. But if we can help them, get a 10th, 2 or here, maybe stretch out another 5 or 7 laps, it's a win-win for everybody because it puts on a better product. The drivers get better. You start getting these long green flag runs. And today was, I'm super proud of the guys today. The whole team, the Xfinity series did one great job today. Pitting under green and ending the race with a long green flag run. Everybody did a great job. I'm super proud of everybody. But if, again, open door policy, if anybody's ever interested in coming out here and embarking with the Chop Shop boys, be sure to visit our website at chopshopiracing.com. All of our information's there. You feel free to come over here. And if you just want to hang out in the Discord, I mean, we play golf on the evenings, Call of Duty, whatever. We're out here to help and just build a good community and have some fun.
The way it works. Striker, give you shout outs, my man. It's always a pleasure. And the P2 finish, you gotta keep those points tight though. It's 3 wins for him now. He swept the stages and he won. So like all that's out the window. I can't even talk about it anymore.
He's a beast. All I can do is apply the pressure, right? There's going to be a time and place where he's human. He's going to bleed, he's going to make mistakes. So I just got to be there to capitalize. We got a lot of talented guys in the series. It's not just myself that's going to put the pressure on him. Once Magner comes back, Cam's super good. Grahal is really good. John's really good. I mean, we got nothing but really good drivers over here. Sometimes it doesn't pan out for them, but they're ready to strike. So we're definitely ready. And as far as who I want to give thanks, Jason at Signature Esports, you are the best in the business. We appreciate you being part of the Chop Shop brand. We love working with you. If anybody's ever interested, make sure that you check Jason at Signature Esports, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Our main sponsor, Mark Creighton at VIP Tires and Service. We wouldn't be able to do this without him. If any automobile needs, make sure you reach out to him. He's on our website. I'm sure you posted the link as well. Again, Mark at VIP Tire and Service did a great job. We appreciate him coming on board. A couple of the guys, baller status guys, Brandon Porter, Brian Rayburn, Mark Rotten, Matt Magner, and Caffrey. All of these guys are our baller status guys. They donated to the league. We couldn't do it without them, so I appreciate that. And any of our other sponsors, Track Racer, Admin Boxx, we appreciate everything that you guys do. Come over, visit us. Check us out at chopshopracing.com. Doors always open, fellas. I appreciate that. Thanks to the friends, family members, everybody out there watching, especially Ricky, my wife, my kids. We love you, and thanks for everything you do. And one last thing, Amar at Paintworks. The man is a godsend when it comes over here for paints, and he built our website, and he's kind of our digital guy. If anybody needs anything from him, definitely reach out to us on the website or our Discord. Amar at Paintworks, he's top dollar.
He is Michael Strickland here, folks. ChopShopIRacing.com is where you're going to be able to find him at and get him some stuff taken care of. Grahal, though, from basically dead last at 22 spots, third, 25th, finishes third. Tell me about today's race, because you had to make up a lot of ground already, and to finish third, what'd you need to be able to get yourself out there and finish in that P1 spot?
Jason, buddy, great to talk to you on the other side again. Just patience. Just being patient. I knew I was going to be in the back. I seen all the cars. I'm like, I'm just going to take care of the tires. Let everybody by. Don't race them. Let them burn them off, and it worked. They burned their tires off, and just coming back through the field, being real cautious, picking them off one at a time, and just patience. That's all it was today.
Part of having patience at this racetrack, because it's a slick racetrack. It was hot today. Seemed like everybody was ready to go, but there was some close racing up here as well.
Yeah, it got kind of tight sometimes, especially late runs. Car would free up and then push at certain times behind other cars. So it was good racing all around. I just try to get by them as quick as I can and not really fight. If I think I couldn't do it, I'd back off and just try again. Set myself up to make the pass as quick as possible. But what a great race! The long runs. I love the long runs, and I hope we can expect more of it for the remainder of the races.
Well, the Xfinity series always puts on a good show. It's probably one of my the reason why it's one of my favorite cars for folks to drive, because it does have the tendency to run that way.
Yeah, this is a real driver's car. The weight seems to shift around a lot. You got to be real methodical with the wheel. You can't really jerk it around. Car will wiggle. You might break it loose. You might push up into the wall. So it's kind of an all around car. It's great to learn on, build your skill set. I'm liking this car a lot more as well. But yeah, I had a blast.
Ton of fun. Joe, give you shout outs. Congrats, P3 finish. Biggest mover of the race. Some extra stuff going on there for you.
Oh yeah. What a charge. Great race to everybody. Thank you to all the competitors. You putting on the show, of course, for the viewers. Thank you all the viewers to watching, supporting your favorite driver, all that good stuff. Dad, sister, mom, wife, baby, new baby, still coming. Of course, gotta thank VIP Tires and Service for sponsoring the Xfinity, the Truck Series, supporting Chop Shop. Mark's a great guy. Hit him up. They'll take care of your car, truck, whatever you got, they got you taken care of.
Yeah, great, thanks, Joe. We'll see you later, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna run some sprint cars. Hopefully it goes pretty good. I'm still learning dirt, but we got to start somewhere, right?
Work on making that wing go forward or back. Figure out your fast line. Remember, it adjusts.
I'm gonna put I was gonna say sticky note, but I can't do that. I'll remember that one.
There you go, man. That's Joseph Grijalva. He's going to run some dirt here in a little bit with the Dirt Assassins Racing League here in roughly about an hour and a half, something like that. He's going to be doing a great job. Mark says, you notice change the broadcast is lack for. It's because since I had to go through, well, first and foremost, thank you, Jerry Culver, for the like, brother. What I had to do is I had to get a security professional getting in, and as we were getting things figured out, we hooked up with NordVPN. NordVPN keeping me secure, keeping my computer secure. And NordVPN is the reason why the streams are probably going to be looking better. I can't say it'll be 110% perfect, but folks, if I were ever to recommend a service outside of HelloFresh for your food, NordVPN would be it's made my internet connection clean. If that makes any sense. So it's a big special thank to that and all the folks over there for doing that. If you're seeing the streams looking better or being better or feeling better, that's the reason why. We had a security breach on our end as far as my Steam page or my Steam account got basically hacked, which everything that is gaming related tied to that email address got taken advantage of. Our Facebook page, our YouTube page as well. So we had to get all that stuff back. Twitch was easy. That one we just had to verify with my phone, make sure that we changed our passwords and did all that stuff. But we have some security things going on. I had some security things going on my end when it came to our gaming channels and our games and all that stuff. So and iRacing was one of those. So I wasn't able to log into iRacing for almost 3 days. I wasn't able to log into Steam for 2 days, and then some of the other gaming platforms. YouTube took an extra day. Facebook took a day. Instagram took a day. But I worked with Dat, who is my account manager now and my security professional that I've been working with, and He hooked us up with some great things and got us a partnership with NordVPN. So please, by all means, if you have not been in my Discord, I posted a link for NordVPN as well. You can check out the Discord link on our Facebook page, on our website. I believe I put the Discord link on our website as well. Jump in. Actually, there's a link for NordVPN at SigEsports.com. In the sponsors tab. Go check that out. I encourage you to get over there. Check out the merch as well. Thank you to VIP Tires and Service for kicking butt, taking names for the Chop Shop series. And, of course, all that we do over here. Dark Horizon Fishing for me, my caution sponsor. And, of course, all the folks out there giving you all the fantastic stream quality. But, it's just all awesome. Folks, if you're out there on Twitch, I'm going to raid somebody. So stick around. Let's go send you over to... ATS. We'll send you over to ATS. There you go. There he goes, folks. Go get him. LSR Gaming X on Twitch. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. If you don't, well, you're not my friend.